communities. We need to speak on behalf of Black residents who have seen this happen over and over and over again. Being Black in America, being Black in Minnesota should not be a death sentence. And so it's, yes, about this particular incident. It's also about the last 400 years.
Okay, did you hear it? That's the indicting statement about this guy's rat bastard libtard agenda. 400 years? What 400 years? America's 260 years old. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Mr. Fry? America was incorporated in 1789. I don't got to give you a history lesson, people. But just so you guys all know, America was founded in 1789 as a corporated nation. 1776 was a Declaration of Independence. We didn't form said independence till 1789. And at that time, out of 13 colonies, roughly 6 of them had slavery. And until the Civil War, 80 years did this republic tolerate slavery. 80 years. Prior to that, the 400 years that Numbnuts here alludes to, we were colonies of places like Holland, England, Spain, and this guy doesn't want to even talk about that. He's a moron. Slavery wasn't instituted or inaugurated in America. It came from Europe, where crumbs like this guy came from. Now, I don't need to get into all that, but when a guy says the 400 years, what are you talking about? If your father's father was a wife beater, do you own that as the grandson? How about if it was your grandfather's stepfather's grandfather? Would you own that? So when a guy alludes to the 400-year deal, he's a libtard with a communist agenda. He's a troublemaker. Sow the wind, reap the whirlwind, Mayor. You got hell coming. God is going to lay hell on your city. You think you're going to capitalize on this? Watch what God does to you. Watch the embarrassment coming your way, and your ineptitude is going to be exposed handily and quickly. And I'll make a prediction, it's going to take President Trump to fix it. Because you're not up for the job, pal. And if you had anything between your legs and between your ears, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. This is a reflection on poor leadership. This is the reflection of a weakling sitting in the mayor's seat. That's you, pal. And for you to try to deflect and bring up racial enmity at a time of crisis, this was a bad cop with a God complex, because politicians like you don't do your job. This has nothing to do with race as much as it does to bad policing, bad police training, and tolerant, stupid politicians like you. You bring up 400 years, I'm going to tell you something. Thank God I don't live in your city.